Keith McHenry, and I'm one of the original co-founders of Food Not Bombs. And I helped start the movement in Boston in 1980 with 7 other friends. And we started by sharing food. One of the first actions was a protest against the Bank of Boston and its investment policies. And we were claiming that the Bank of Boston could end up bankrupting America because of they were on the board members were investing money in their own projects without any public oversight. So we dressed as hobos and we set up a soup kitchen using food that I had recovered from a natural food store where I was the produce manager, called Bread and Circus, and we shared those meals with what would turn out to be like about 70 homeless people from the Boston area, and with businessmen coming out of South Station. Amazingly, right now, the occupation in Boston is at that exact same location. So here, 30 years later, we see that there's this connection. So Food Not Bombs is an all-volunteer movement. We're active in 1,000 cities. We have 3 principles, which are that the food is always vegetarian or vegan and free to anyone without restriction, rich or poor, drunk or sober. That each chapter is independent. There's no like headquarters. Even though I'm a co-founder, I'm not like a director or president or anything like that. And my chapter in New Mexico is not a headquarters chapter, but each chapter makes decisions using a process called consensus, very much like the process that one would see at a General Assembly in the many occupations where actually Food Not Bombs is providing and helping coordinate food for. And the other third policy is that we're not a charity, but that we are nonviolent direct action to change society, so no one has to live on the streets and no one has to stand in line to seek food at a soup kitchen. In Orlando, we ended up being arrested here this past summer in June, and as a result of those arrests, because of a large group feeding law that was here, we are able to stop other cities in Florida from adopting the same kinds of laws. I did 17 days on my second arrest here. I did 2 days the first arrest, and there was a total of 29 arrests for sharing food in violation of the large group feeding law. That was an important feature in our resistance. We were also arrested in San Francisco over 1,000 times. I did a little over 2 years there and faced 25 to life in prison. And so this evening I'm speaking at Amnesty International's monthly meeting here in Orlando as part of a tour where I'm visiting occupations, speaking at colleges, and speaking to Amnesty International chapters.